Well, thank you for joining me today. Now, before we get started, as always, all the messages that are released on this channel are my truth, and that is exactly what it is and what it always will be, and that is my truth. Now, my truth consists of a bunch of experiences that I've gained clarity from, which ultimately took me back to the real me, which is truth. Now, when I try to convince you that my truth is the gospel, however, my truth is the gospel for me. That does not make it the gospel for you, nor will I try to make it the gospel for you. I am simply on this platform placing breadcrumbs on a path that I have already walked. Now, if you find yourself on a similar path and these breadcrumbs resonate with you and you want to follow them, that's cool. If not, that is cool as well. My purpose is to assist those who are ready to get out of their own way. So, let's go ahead and tap right in. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I wanted to talk about this little thing that I came across, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I thought I would share it with you guys. And it's about these little light seeds, right? So these light seeds here are pretty much buried within you, right? So these light seeds were placed in you by this primordial floral couple, let's say. Now this couple, they like flowers, right? So they have all kinds of flowers. They have, lilies, daisies, roses. You got red roses, white roses, yellow roses. You got snake plants. Hey, you can do all kinds of different plants. So now, obviously, like I said, they love plants. So any floral or florist, they're not going to just have one plant, right? So they got a variety of plants. And obviously, if you got a variety of plants, you don't want to look the same. So you're going to have a variety of pots, right? So, I think here they call those the pots bodies. Yeah. So this couple plants these light seeds before you're born, right? So then you pop out, have your birth, your new experience into this whole new world, and then all of your focus and attention is drawn out to the world. That's all you know. Now you got all these lights, you got this dude slapping you in the butt. Now you're drawn into this whole new experience, and now you're taught to focus all of that attention on the world, right? Obviously, your attention and focus is important. Why? Because your attention and focus is the most valuable asset you own, which is your energy. Because where your attention and focus goes, that grows, right? So, with that being said, whatever your attention goes on, it grows. So, as I said in the beginning, this nice floral couple has planted these light seeds deep within you. And your pot is different than my pot because this couple they like variety. So they have different pots and different but the light seeds, they're digging all the light seeds out of the same bag. The light seeds are right in the middle of them, right? So he's throwing in some seeds, she's throwing in some seeds. But it's the same bag. The only difference is the pots. The pots are the difference. So now, these are some special seeds, though. Like I said, these are light seeds. So these seeds extend. It's like a telephone. These seeds are light, so they're energy, so they can just travel. So it's an extension all the way back up to that primordial couple. But it's, like I said, it's like a telephone. So they're going to be on one end of the line. You're going to be on one end of the line. But obviously, you got to pick up the phone. They got to pick up the phone, right? So what do you do for that? Like I said, you have to water your light seeds. Your attention, your focus is what makes those grow. If you don't put your attention, your focus on your light seeds, they're not going to grow. Just like here, if you go grab some seeds from whatever store, get you a pot, throw them in the pot, put it in your closet and close it in there for a year, 2 years, whatever. it's not going to grow because it needs that light. It needs the sun, right? It needs that energy. So if your light seeds light, they need that energy. Remember, focus grows, focus on the inside. I know, now I'm not sure if they still do it. Probably not, but the Apple would have that little screen time thing. It used to pop up 24 hours. You've had X amount of time, screen time in the last 24 hours, telling you all these list of apps. What you were in this app for this amount of hours, this and that, right? It's telling you all this different screen time, what you're doing. Now, my question to you is, how many light seed hours do you have in the last 24 hours? How much did you focus on those light seeds? As I said, they are buried deep within you. So you have to put your focus deep within you to penetrate through all of that soil. And as you putting your attention and focus to penetrate all throughout that soil, as I said before, these seeds were placed in you by this couple a very long time ago. So now they've just been sitting in the bottom of that pot. They're not like regular seeds. That's the beautiful part about them. So those seeds would have been trashed by now with the lack of attention that they were getting. But these are special seeds. Now, let me tell you the trick of these seeds, right? Everybody does not get light seeds. So if you didn't get light seeds, right? Those individuals don't have that same energy capacity that you do. So if you're not using that energy from your light seeds, because they are light, like I said, they are made of light. So light is energy. Those who don't have light seeds tend to tap into your energy. Now, there's ways of it being siphoned and extracted. And there's also ways of, like I said, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you're focused on this individual, whether they have light seeds or not, your energy is going to that individual or that thing or that habit. It doesn't matter. Wherever your attention is going, that is what you're feeding. So I'm here telling you right now, the only way those light seeds that are within you are going to grow is for you to feed them. And the only way plants grow is by what? They're getting the attention, that focus from the sun. So if you want your light seeds to grow and you want to know what is located in your particular pot, I can't say what's going to grow in your pot. I like my flower. I like what grew out of my pot. So if you want to know what's in your pot, you're going to have to, like I said, you're going to have to put your focus and your attention on the inside and water those seeds. Now, is it going to be easy in the beginning? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because you've let a whole bunch of dirt that it was already covered so they would stay safe, right? But now you've put more dirt on top of that, i.e. bad habits, thoughts, beliefs. That's energy. So when you're focusing on the inside, that energy is they're now clouds. They're blocking the soil. So can the sun shine through the clouds? Absolutely. But it's going to take a little time for that. It'll make a little path, but with that focus, it will make a path. It won't be comfortable, but the clouds will pass. As long as you know that they are just clouds. Then when those clouds pass, you're going to come to that soil. And as you keep focusing on that soil, you're going to start to see those little buds sprout out that soil. And by the time those little buds start sprouting out that soil, you're going to be in a totally different experience. So once again, I will ask, in the past 24 hours, how much time have you spent watering your light seeds? Now, I understand people are busy, so I'll take anything at this point. Give it a few minutes every day. However, you want them to grow, you will need to extend that time, that watering process. The more you water it, the more they grow. I'll put it like that. So you want to give your light seeds 5 minutes a day? Hey, just know what you put out is what you get back. All these things are not just quote unquote sayings or expressions. They're clues to you freeing yourself. They truly are. But I'm going to leave it there. As I said before, water your light seeds. And if you got anything from this message, or at least found it entertaining, I ask that you hit the like and subscribe, and I'll definitely check you in the next message.